Hello, I'm Ember, and what is the best thing to do after a long Christmas? Obviously, a 2-hour drive to the biggest toy fair in the UK, NEC Birmingham, December 2025. It was amazing. I had a great time with about $100 budget with my combined Christmas gifts. I found a lot of awesome stuff, and that is what I'm going to show you today. First up, here are a couple of things not related to my main collection at all. I got 2 packs of X-Files trading cards. This is series 1, and then the other one that I got is series 3. No series 2, unfortunately, so I'll have to see if I can find those elsewhere. And I'll put all of the cards that I got up on the screen if I can. But these were my favourites from series 1. Ooh, glare. This is Tombs, obviously, the famous Tombs. Very creepy art card, actually. The episode freaks me out. And from series 3, we've got this great shot of Scully reading the book from the author, the episode. Jose Chung's From Outer Space, yeah. And it's where this guy is writing a book about aliens and he's interviewing Mulder and Scully, but low-key he's, you know, being paid by the military or whatever to cover up the alien stuff that's going on. Great episode. That's that. Love those. Then I also got this really funny Snoopy keychain. He is really completely irrelevant to anything, but he's just so stupid looking. Why is his body flat? Why is his body flat? And he's just £2, and I do love Snoopy. And I also really love keychains. So he had to come with me. Big fan. And now moving on to things that are actually related to my collections. This is a G3 My Little Pony Play-Doh topper. So this would go on top of a pot of Play-Doh, like on top of the lid. And then it has a stamp on the bottom that you could press into the Play-Doh. And this is Twinkle Twirl, yep. This is Twinkle Twirl, and the stamp is her cutie mark. So that's very cute. There are 4 of these made overall, so I think I might have to hunt down the other 3 for my collection. But I got this for just £1, so I was like, bargain. And I'm not super focused on my G3 MLP collection, but I have, you know, a handful. And I like to pick them up when I see them in person because the prices are just so much better. It's wild. And now I got this little amazing metal Spidey. He's very cute. This guy is something I was actually really hoping to find because last time I was at this toy fair earlier in the year, I picked up an amazing, well, actually I think this is Web of Steel. I picked up a Web of Steel Kingpin and a Web of Steel Doc Ock. And I really regretted not getting more because the seller that I got them from had so many for like a total bargain price. And I was like, damn, messed up. Anyway, I found this guy though, so he can go along with them. And I believe he came packed with Venom and he was from 1994. Pretty big fan of him, little metal guy. Then I got this Retro Kenner by Hasbro 3.75 Bullseye. With his weapons, pretty good. I like getting him out of, like, loose. I like getting him loose because the card art for that line is just so amazing. And then I feel bad taking them out of the card, but I really want them loose. And he even still comes with his weapons, so that's nice because these are tiny and easy to lose. I do want to find, there's still the Daredevil and the Elektra ones of these, so I've got those on my list. I did see both of them at the fair, but my money went to other things, and this guy was only $5. So, you know, he I could justify. Then I got this Maisto Ultimate Marvel Diecast Collection Elektra car. This is from 2002, and you can see it's got her name and a sigh on the side and this symbol on the top. Pretty cool. I really was looking for another car because I have a Daredevil Johnny Lightning car. Preferably I would have liked another Johnny Lightning car, but I'm pretty happy with this too. And I think this will, I can just hang it up next to it. I'm quite a big fan of keeping these in the card because, I mean, what am I going to do with a little car compared to this awesome card art? And this way it can hang up on the wall and save space on my shelves, which is always a bonus. Another Elektra item. This is the Urban Legends Elektra from 2003. So this came in a, well, it's a Marvel Legends figure, and it came in a 4-pack with Punisher, Daredevil, and Spider-Man. This was like probably the first ever Daredevil released underneath the Marvel Legends line. But you can see that the sculpting was not amazing. Toy Biz especially never really seemed to be able to sculpt women in a way that looked normal. But luckily the current Marvel Legends, they've really improved on that, because this is really unfortunate. And you can also see the pretty misogynistic revealing costume that Elektra sported. But I was pretty happy with this. It was £8, which I was at first like a little bit much because it's not really anything special. But she does come with all of her weapons. So we have the 2 size. Okay, almost all of her weapons. 1 katana, and also this piece on the back, which holds all of it, and that snaps into her back. So that's a lot of little pieces to lose, plus the Urban Legends base. So all of the figures in the 4-pack came with one of these. So I thought, you know, that was a pretty good deal. Pretty happy with that. And then, moving on to an actual Daredevil figure, we have the Marvel Universe 10-inch Daredevil from 1997, Toy Biz. Inbox. Pretty happy with this. I think he's just so cool. Look at him. Amazing. I love the way it's framed by this box art. Gorgeous. This is the most expensive purchase for me on this day. It was £35, which is still like really nothing compared to what some people spend at the NEC. Like, there are some pricey pieces there, but it was the most for me. But I was really excited to see him at the top of someone's store, and I knew this was a big figure, like 10 inches obviously, but because it has such simple articulation, photographs of the figure really don't do it justice. Like, it still looks like just a small generic figure. It's really not. This is a big piece. Big fan of this. I think it's going to look so cool on a shelf, kind of like as a backdrop. I'm definitely going to leave it in the box, at least for now, because it just looks so awesome. And finally, my most exciting find of the day. This is a piece of Daredevil merch that I've actually never seen ever in my life, which, if you know me, I do have a Daredevil merch database slideshow with over 1,000 slides that I reference. So I don't usually come across Daredevil merch that I haven't already seen. So this was just, it was such an exciting find, and I have reverse image searched it, and I really can't find very much about it on the internet. But you can see it here in the background. It is the Amazing Spider-Man plaster molding set from 1993. As you can see, Daredevil is not only pictured on the front of the box, but actually had a mold included in the box. So cool. I was so excited to see this. It's by Peter Pan Playthings, and it's just, look at that card art, look at that box art. It is incredible. And the way that this works, let me show you the inside. So it's complete, which is nice. And we have, this is Venom. Venom is pretty degraded. I don't think you could use this one anymore. And then Spider-Man himself. You can see they're rubber molds, and you pour plaster. You pour the plaster into them, and then it solidifies, and then you remove it, and you have a solid plaster of Paris figure. And then you're supposed to paint them with these paints, but like, let's be for real, these are really bad paints. And it does come with the instructions and this thing. I'm not 100% sure what this is for. And that's Spidey. Here we have, of course, Daredevil. He doesn't really look like much, just being the rubber guy, but he is Daredevil. And this guy at the bottom is Hobgoblin. And luckily Daredevil's in great condition. The rest of them are all in great condition. Really good. really exciting. I don't know if I'm going to try making him. I think it would be really cool to have a plaster of Paris Daredevil from this mold, and I could display it like in front of the box. That would be really awesome. I would obviously paint it with different paints, but I would use obviously a new thing of plaster of Paris because I want to keep this as complete as I can. So we will see if I do that. If I do, maybe I'll make another video about it. Because I think this is in relatively good condition. Like, I'd be very careful. So we shall see, but mainly this will be a display piece. Like, the box art and everything is just so incredible. I'm very happy with this. And this was the last thing I bought. It was a really nice way to end the day. Love him so much. Very happy with this, and that's everything. And I will definitely be going to the NEC again. This is my second time going, and wow, it was just so good. It was definitely better than the first time. And I got a lot more stuff, and I'm just really happy with the pieces that I got for my collection. So I will definitely go again and make another video probably. And see you another time. Bye.